Russia moves to grant ex-presidents lifetime immunity from prosecution.
Here's a summary of the article.
Thursday that would grant former presidents lifetime immunity from criminal prosecution under President Vladimir Putin's constitutional reforms, Interfax reported. Under current laws, presidents cannot be held criminally or administratively liable for crimes committed while serving their terms. The bill secures immunity guarantees for ex-presidents beyond the terms of their presidential powers. Interfax quoted Senator Andrei Klishas, the group's co-chair, as telling reporters, "This expands the timeframe of immunity guarantees for a president who stops exercising their powers," added Klishas, who chairs the Upper House Federation Council's Committee on Constitutional Legislation and State Building. The newly proposed bill also grants both chambers of the Russian parliament the power to strip presidents of immunity by a two-thirds majority within 3 months if they are accused of high treason or other felonies. The latest legislation comes a week after Putin submitted another bill under his constitutional reforms giving ex-presidents a lifetime seat. The Kremlin said during Thursday's press briefing that many other countries provide lifetime guarantees for their former presidents and that Russia's moves are not new in international law.
This post received a score of 96,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So Putin is preparing himself for leaving?
Or it is a backup plan.
Talk about a weak dictatorial move.
Limp dictatorial.
Nice.
I guess Putin expects to not be president someday.
Putin has been preparing his withdrawal for a long time, but ensuring that even when he's not president he still has not just fingers in the pie, but his whole arm right up Russia's pee-hole.
He's just gonna control the next president. When Putin steps down, Russia economy is going to shit.
I mean, he did literally that when Medvedev came to power. The term tandemocracy gained popularity thanks to that musical chairs display.
Exactly. A lot of people don't even realize Putin already expanded term limits so he could get re-elected.
I can't completely fault a lot of Russians being fine with it though. If I lived in Russia I'd probably be fearful of any change that could lead to instability.
Russians are used to autocracy, so yeah, it is a part of their culture to be weary or leadership change.
And their first taste of democracy was Yeltsin who, well, was Yeltsin.
The first man to drunk drive a sovereign nation.
I'd say this is suspiciously specific.
Even if the president was someone who was never involved in abuse of power and corruption, it would be shady as fuck. Edit. Some people seem to be confused. I wrote that even if the president was clean it would be shady as fuck. I was considering the best case scenario to highlight that even in this case this move was obviously abusive. But Russia is not in the best case scenario, so it's even worse. Sue.
Good news. We've investigated ourselves, and determined we did nothing wrong.
More like, we've investigated ourselves and determined we did do wrong, and therefore have granted ourselves lifelong immunity. Toodles.
We grant ourselves lifetime immunity, therefore there's no need to investigate ourselves, or determine anything, really. Toodles.
To be concise, it's literally, no tagbacks.
Children are really just simplifies versions of adults. There is no such thing as adulthood.
Very few people grow up, it's mostly just children becoming older versions of themselves, with more expensive toys and clothes. We do have adults, we call them scholars, statesmen and visionaries, and we used to put them in charge of things. Man, those were the days.
Some of them are also called scientists and sometimes we pretend we listen to them.
Yeah, scientists. That was the one I couldn't remember. Hey, it's been so long since anyone paid attention to them. Can you blame me? Sobs.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.